It is Wednesday night. It's July 27th, 2022. Kicking Out Podcast coming at you. I'm Tanner Lee, along with Paul Zartman and Austin Shepard. And Paul, you're looking a little lighter tonight.
Yeah, I dropped about 10 pounds.
There's 10 pounds of gold hanging over Austin Shepard's head on the beautiful Corvette sign. Jeez, Paul, short title reign.
You know, I've had the longest title reign in KOP history, so I might as well have the shortest too.
Yep.
I'm going to own all the records apart from the only person to ever hold the belt once, which is you.
Well, my time's coming. So looks like you got jobber status of the podcast. So Brooklyn Brawler, welcome to the pod.
Hey, Paul, bad booking, right?
Yes.
Bad booking.
Yes. You know, if Gresham and no, it wouldn't have helped me any at all anyway. So
no, honestly, what helped Shep win was the women's match. I heard him previously, but he got that one done. Mercedes was big time.
I did not see it going that way. But
you know, the more you two talked about it, you had me second guessing myself. But it was a really good match. One of my more favorite matches on the card, obviously below FTR and Briscoe, but it was a really darn good match.
Yeah.
How do you think that FTR Briscoe's match stacked up with the first one this year?
I would say it's better. It's a step above. The first one was darn good, don't get me wrong. But this one, with the 2 out of 3 falls, they went, 48, almost 50 minutes, I think. And I liked how the announcer kept announcing every 20 minutes or so. They said, hey, time limit. Kind of made a little urgency in there. So, darn good match. Seriously, maybe the best wrestler of the year so far, and we're over halfway through now, is Dax.
And he's definitely in the conversation.
I don't want to be a homer, okay? But damn, you know, and nothing. Don't take anything away with Cash, but it was just a darn good match. And I don't know if you saw Dax's social media post 2 days ago about this is what happens when 2 drunk uncles get at a fight at a barbecue and him and they're just knocking each other out. I was just like, man, it's so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah, both the Briscoes and FTR, they're on fire right now, especially FTR. I mean, I know we've talked about this in the podcast before. I don't remember the last time. I think you probably have to go back to the Road Warriors. The last time a tag team's been this hot when they go to each city. And I really hope AEW capitalizes on that. I think they're going to. I know people are freaking out tonight when we'll get into it with the Swerve Strickland stuff and the direction that might be heading, but we still got time before All Out. So, yeah.
Hopefully, All Out, they're in the title picture and hold all the belts is what we all want.
Yes.
Even the Brooklyn Brawler wants that.
Got nothing.
No, I don't. I am speechless. I mean, you know, I'm not sure what I did to deserve this, but hey, you know what? It is what it is.
A good show over the weekend, though. I was surprised there's no debuts. I really thought there was going to be at least one debut in there somewhere, but there wasn't. Do you guys think Tony Khan's focusing too much on ROH, though? I've seen that argument on Twitter out there that he needs to focus more on AEW, less on ROH. What do you guys think?
You know, I'm kind of torn here because ROH really needs something right now, and Tony's going to be the one that's going to have to give it to us. But I think if he can kind of let some of the other members of the board, so to speak, for AEW handle AEW, he can get ROH taken care of and kind of get it just set smooth sailing and just kind of let it be its thing.
Yeah, I agree with Paul a little bit. The big thing is getting certain talent that you're only going to see on ROH. You know, we got obviously the Briscoes signed to a long-term deal. But you got like Wheeler Yuta. He's going to be on both shows. So to me, yeah, don't get me wrong. I love the cross promotion stuff, but you're still going to have to build a foundation of ROH.
Right.
Yeah.
So as long as Tony can focus on building a foundation of ROH, yeah, don't worry about it. But if it gets mixed up and messed up and you don't know who you're watching on Dynamite, Rampage, or an ROH show, yeah, then we got a little bit of an issue. But let's get a good foundation of ROH, and then every once in a while throw a surprise in there from one of your Dynamite guys or Rampage guys.
Yeah. Looks like the all amazing Tanner Lee is having technical difficulties again this week.
My camera. This happened Monday night on my podcast too. So let's see if I can get it back on. But
so you're saying Tanner broke his camera?
Yeah. We're saying Tanner sucks and will never be champion and needs to figure out what he's doing.
Well, I was just gonna go. Tanner was ugly enough he broke his camera, but I mean, Paul took another step.
Hey, bro, while you're at it, why don't you read for a little bit while I get these difficulties straightened out?
Oh, okay. Well, let me go get it pulled up then, because I wasn't going to have any of my results up since you were doing it tonight. So give me a minute here as I get my results pulled up. Anybody else fed up with Google and the way they just keep pushing ads all of a sudden?
It's annoying.
It is. I'm sick and tired of the fact that I now have to scroll down a lot further to find what I want. So, Shep, while I'm doing this, why don't we talk about your championship? You enjoying it so far?
It looks good. It looks really good.
It looks better over my shoulder, but at least we're not going to have to worry about Tanner ever winning that thing.
Yeah, that poor guy.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a fighting champion. I even said I'd put it on the line this weekend for the last card for Ric Flair, which that card is epic, by the way.
That card is epic. I was so glad I wasn't going to be a part of that if that was the case, because I looked at that card and I went, I might be able to tell you one winner and that's it.
Oh my God. What great matches on this card. Obviously Conrad Thompson's promoting this thing with the Jim Crockett Productions, but holy shnikes, man. There is like 5 main events on this card. Like the Wolves versus Motor City Machine Guns, like holy cow, that's like mid card on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
But Tanner won no piece. He whipped out.
He claims he's smart, but I think it's a little cowardly. Although he pays more attention than me. He caught the name change quicker than I did.
I kind of felt okay with him not taking the action, and I didn't have to dive in because it would have been rough.
Yeah. I looked at it last night and I'm like, I would just been guessing at 9 out of the 11 matches probably.
I mean, is there 5 companies represented there?
Yep.
Yeah, 5 different wrestling promotions represented there. So you got to play favorites to all 5. So that'd been a tough one to call.
Yeah. But it's gonna be a heck of a show.
Hey, fun. This will look good till Labor Day weekend, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you enjoy it a little bit. There you go.
There it is.
Yeah, see, we just got to make sure we do whatever we can so that he doesn't win it, because he won't defend it until the next pay-per-view.
Who are you talking about?
You.
It's not me. I'll defend it every weekend.
He'll defend it every Dynamite.
Well, speaking of Dynamite, let's get into tonight's Dynamite, which started with a world title match for the AEW Interim World Championship. Jon Moxley defended against Rush, who had Jose by his side. This was a fun match. Very hard-hitting match, of course. What else would you expect out of these two?
Right.
Got some interference from Andrade, but the Lucha Bros came down and ran him out because we've seen them both get demasked lately by Rush. In the end, Moxley was successful defending his championship, locking in the Bulldog choke as Roosh faded out, like Moxley's been putting everybody out lately.
Yeah. It was a great match. I thought it was a great way to kick off the show, especially being Fighter Fest.
Fight for the Fallen.
Or Fight for the Fallen. Yeah, I knew that. Testing you, Tanner.
I'll start with that.
You know. But yeah, I thought it was a great way to get the crowd hot from the start to the finish, which they were. I mean, I knew Mox wasn't going to lose this, but I was more interested in what happened post-match.
Yeah, post-match, I figured this was coming soon, but I didn't know how soon. Jericho's music hits. Jericho comes out and pretty much confronts Moxley, telling him he wants a shot at his title. He's now invoking his rematch clause 2.5 years later.
So remember that, Shep.
I like it. But I also liked how Moxley put over Jericho's personalities.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't trash him, but yet he didn't praise him. And then till the end, he's like, look, I don't want this guy. I don't want this guy. I don't want this guy. I want the Lionheart.
Yes.
The guy I grew up seeing, the guy that came out of the Heart Dungeon. I want Lionheart, which fits well with Moxley right now, because right now we see him the Wizard, the Painmaker, El Champion. So all of a sudden, let's bring the Lionheart back, like ECW days.
Yep.
And for Moxley to do that, that's just how smart that dude is. Like, he buried him, but yet he didn't bury him. So yeah, now we get to see the Lionheart, Chris Jericho versus Mox.
And that's going to be at the Quake at the Lake in 2 weeks in Minneapolis, which tells me, since they're running it then, I think Punk's back it all out.
I don't know. The dirt sheets were not favorable of Punk this weekend.
No.
I know. I watched a few short interviews with him, and he didn't give much up, of course. He's in a boot right now. I don't know. I think he'll be cutting it close, but that's just my guts telling me. Maybe I'm just being really optimistic and hopeful, because Moxley gets through that program with Jericho. Then if it's not Punk at all out, who is it?
Ooh.
I don't know. Got to be somebody big.
Man.
That's a tough choice, really.
Mm-hmm.
What about Danielson?
I mean, that'd be a huge match.
Yeah.
It would be. I mean, I think that'd be a far stretch. But you know, all the reports on the dirt sheet saying that he had to relearn to walk, and he was in pain every time he walked this weekend. I'm going, man, we're on 5 weeks away.
That's a good point.
Now, again, it could be a work, and we're falling for it.
Could be. I mean, I guess you could go Adam Cole, but he just challenged for it in February, so I don't think you do that again. Yeah,
I mean, man.
I mean, some of these young guys that are going to start getting a push on the heel side, that'd be a fast track in 5 weeks.
Hey,
I don't know.
Can Omega come back?
Well, I think Omega's going to be back, but I think he's going to be part of something else.
It's going to be trios, but whatever.
Except I did like the tease tonight, though.
That's where I was going for. I think we're going to continue to see that tease, and then Omega's going to show back up, and we forgot about Hanger.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. So, but it'll be interesting. But I'm looking forward to the match in 2 weeks. Should be fun. Like I said, I hope Moxley brings the best out of Jericho. So, well, hey, you could throw Eddie in it somehow. Kingston Mox.
I don't know. I remember a Omega Jericho match over in New Japan for Wrestle Kingdom, and it was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of hope Mox Jericho can do that type of match. I know it's on free television on a Wednesday night, and it's not a pay-per-view, but I hope those two guys put that type of effort in like Omega and Jericho did.
And we got Anna Jay's debut with the JAS tonight.
Anna JAS.
Thank you. A new nickname for her. So yeah, I guess her Dark Order days are officially over.
Yeah, which is, weird, because 3 weeks ago, was it, that they were in Rochester and they said, "Oh, we're not going anywhere. We're in this to the end."
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, Another member down.
But I kind of did like her promo tonight. So she just fed up and deserved an opportunity. And this is a new Anna Jay.
Yeah. New twist for a character. We'll see where it goes.
Yeah.
I don't like the Anna Jay and Ty Conte thing.
No. Been there, done that.
Yeah.
I'm
Ty
over
Conte,
that.
Her and Sammy,
I'm over that too.
they annoy the shit out of me. Sorry.
Oh no, I mean it's amazing how I still like watching Sammy in the ring, but it's amazing his character went from one of my favorites in the fall to can't stand him right now. So
And even his vlogs annoying.
it's got worse.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's all her.
He doesn't have Fuego. He doesn't have Alan Angels anymore. So there's nobody left to carry the vlog. So it's now just last I watched, the last 30 seconds I watched of it was just him and Anna Jay. And I was like, yep, I'm done.
Yeah.
BTE's back though. So that's good.
It was announced tonight the World Trios Championships are finally coming. Tournament's going to create the first champions that will finish that all out. So finally something fans have been begging for 2+ years. Should be fun. A lot of teams that can be in it.
Oh yeah. I'm excited for this. I'm trying to, kind of feel like we're getting the start of that on Rampage with a match that was set up for Rampage later on in Dynamite. Of the trios, I can't even figure out who I want to win them first. That's weird because when they announced the tag team, I was like, all right, there's who I want to win it. I can't give you a winner right now.
Which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I would think it's going to be the Bucks and Kenny, but that's just my guess.
But putting a trios title on those guys,
I know,
kind of lower them a little bit.
Yeah.
Especially Omega.
Yeah.
You
could put it on the Undisputed era of the Undisputed Elite.
I mean, yeah, give me Red Dragon and Adam Cole maybe.
Mm-hmm.
But again, Adam Cole, kind of a top guy, putting a trios title on him kind of lowers him a little bit.
And that'll give him 2 titles then because he's got the Owen Hart Cup.
Yeah, true. It would be kind of fun if Darby and Sting could find another partner. Give Sting a little gold.
Hook.
One more time. Hook's got some gold.
Dark Order.
Yeah. I feel like they've kind of faded a little bit, but you could.
Well, if you go Reynolds, Silver, and 10, that I could get behind.
House of Black would be fun, but I think
House
they're
of
in
Black,
better stories. Best Friends, you could do that.
Yeah.
They might do that, actually. Yeah, they might do that. We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see.
FTW Championship was on the line tonight as Ricky Starks defended against Danhausen. Danhausen got a huge pop. Crowd loves themselves some Danhausen. He was trying to curse Ricky Starks, but he did the champion's pose instead. Then he ate a boot to the face, and then Starks showed him how it was done, only to be hit with a pump kick and a Northern Light suplex. Starks got sent to the second turnbuckle, bounced off Danhausen, almost got a roll-up win, but Starks wrapped things up with a spear for the win. Post-match, Ricky got on the mic, claims he has a little bit left in the tank. He's ready for real this time, which leads to Hook appearing. Hook just starts unloading on Ricky with some shots, then a headbutt, following up with a suplex. Then Ricky responds, planting Hook, and then nails a spear, but he doesn't go for the cover. A mistake by Ricky there. He looks for his finisher, but Hook reverses it with red rum and makes Ricky Starks tap out. So the new FTW champion is Hook. He gets his dad's title back.
It all comes full circle, and man, that pop. I mean, that's all I can say about that match is that pop at the end.
All right. I like them getting the belt. I think I texted you guys this. I like them getting the belt off of Ricky.
Mm-hmm.
I think he can move on a little bit.
Yep. TNT title.
Yeah. Let's get him in a different picture. Kind of a quick match to get the belt off of him. I mean,
And I understand that, they're putting Hook over. They want him to be a submission specialist, but I still didn't like Ricky tapping out, though.
No.
Yeah.
But
I would have preferred to see him just go out cold.
Yeah.
If
have
we
him
were
passed
going to do
out.
it that. Yeah.
Mhm. But I understand why they didn't with the follow-up after the match. Starks gets, and I did like the fist bump between the two. I like that.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Showing
Stark's promo was going awesome there.
Oh, he was cutting
really
great.
good, and then obviously Hobbs did what he did, but
That's why Hobbs and there we go.
yeah, but Starks had a hell of a promo going on until that point.
Yep, he was cutting a great promo. And then we saw Powerhouse Hobbs turn on Ricky and spine busted him, left Ricky laying there. But this is exactly what I wanted to see. And I was kind of hoping when he was on the mic. I said, I wonder if there's something's going to happen here. But it still surprised me. But I like Hobbs being that powerhouse heel. And I like Starks I think he can be a big time babyface for the company.
I agree.
People already love him, and he's been a heel.
Yeah.
So, it's time to push him to the moon. And like you said, I love him to be in the TNT title picture. Speaking of the TNT title, where the hell's Wardlow? What are we doing?
I don't know.
He won the title 3 weeks ago and hadn't been on since.
He's on vacation.
Man,
That's all we can say.
It just frustrates me. I mean, that guy, and I feel like the whole MJF thing that took over Double or Nothing weekend kind of cooled him off. But man, I want him back on TV.
No, I agree with you.
I just don't know.
And at some point, don't we have to, not to get off a Wardlow, but at some point here between now and All Out, doesn't TK have to acknowledge MJF at some point, like an update?
I'm sure people will start asking him about it as we approach All Out. But
I mean, if the guy is under contract, he's getting a paycheck, till 2024 or 2023 or whatever the year was. You gotta keep us going. You gotta keep us in the loop. Make a comment here or there, whether it's on TV or a media scrum. You got to keep the ball turning because you can't let the guy die. Whether it's a work, whether it's kayfabe, either way.
Saying it's a work and he's coming back. When would you guys pull the trigger and bring him back?
Oh, if you make his butt work, you got to make him a surprise finisher of the championship match at All Out. Make him cost Moxley the match. Make him whoever is the challenger for Mox, whether it be CM Punk, we all hope. Make him get involved and keep him quiet up until that day.
I completely agree with that.
I have him come back Arthur Ashe in his home state, New York.
Yeah. Because I All Out, right?
That's in late September. Yep.
Yeah. Wait.
Because a part of me is saying wait till Full Gear in November. But I'm like, that's a long time.
Yeah, but if you're going to promote All Out as your WrestleMania of the year, you got to have him involved.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been interesting. I mean, Fightful hasn't had much to report on it. Everything's been pretty much dead. It's been kind of eerie.
If they have literally worked us, which I hope they have, and made him go home and be quiet, bring him back at an event like that, and keep it so quiet that the dirt sheets don't even get wind of it.
Yeah, that's what he has to do.
Yeah. Make it
almost
like Hardy
impossible.
Boys back at WrestleMania back in the day where they snuck him in and put him in a trailer the day after losing the ROH titles. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And they brought him in and put him in a trailer until the time. They didn't even give the internet a chance to leak that.
I would say the last time I've been surprised that I didn't see the dirt sheets pick up on anything was All Out last year. Not with Bryan Danielson, but Adam Cole showing up.
Yes.
I had not read that beforehand.
I think I was texting both of you guys like, holy cow, it's Adam Cole. And then I said, holy shit, it's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. That was pretty good last year. I don't know how they kept that under wraps.
And I mean, they can do it. They kind of did it
It's
with
just tough.
Moxley.
Yeah.
They
That's
literally brought Moxley in. He sat in a room by himself. Nobody knew he was there until, about 30 seconds before he walked out.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
So they can do it. They just have to be very, very careful.
Yeah. Oh, you're
All
right.
right. Sorry, Tanner, we got sidetracked.
Oh, you're good. That's what this podcast is all about. We saw the Acclaim backstage. They say they're going to take out the trash on Friday, hinting that a music video is coming about the Ass Boys.
Yeah, I didn't see a music video. When's it coming?
I haven't seen it yet either.
I haven't. I want to watch it. I think it'll be entertaining.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the rap battle from Friday night. That was fun.
That was awesome.
Yes, it was.
I thought Austin held his own, but I thought Max got him in the end. We then got a match between Sammy Guevara with Tay Conte versus Dante Martin with Sky Blue. Austin in our group chat said that he thinks Dante Martin is the most athletic guy in AEW, which is hard to disagree.
That guy is stupid good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish Darius could stay healthy. I'm such a Top Flight fan when they're healthy, but haven't really seen them healthy since the pandemic, unfortunately.
Nope.
Sammy gets the win here, but that was with some help from some interference.
Never.
He hit a heck of a cutter and a heck of a GTH for the win. So after the match, he continues attacking Sammy, that is. And Tay Conte and Sky Blue then start arguing. Anna Jay comes down to attack Blue from behind. Eventually, Ruby Soho, Ortiz, and Eddie Kingston, who got a big pop and chant from the crowd, hit the ring, sent the heels packing.
Yeah, that was pretty interesting. I mean, I get the Ruby Soho connection with Eddie, and then Eddie's got Ortiz, but at some point, this put together faction that took on the JS has got to either fully form or fall apart, right?
Yeah, I think it kind of I mean, I think we're seeing the Blackpool Combat Club kind of go in a different direction now, and with Claudio being ROH champ and Yuta being the peer champ and kind of maybe challenging FTR. Moxley's doing his own thing. So now you got to put Eddie and Ortiz in somewhere with Santana on the shelf. So I think we're going to get Eddie and Sammy. I don't really know what Ortiz does, but.
Well, they made a comment that Ortiz is still going to be a weekly involvement in Dynamite, even though Santana's on the shelf. So maybe we get a little tag team action with Eddie, which I'm not going to hate.
No.
I love throwing Ruby in there with the connection with Eddie. Eddie is so darn over right now. I just hope he doesn't get lost.
Right.
Going on right now. I'm a huge fan of Eddie. So, and I'm a huge fan of Eddie on the mic.
Oh yeah.
I mean, in ring he holds his own. Don't get me wrong, but like tonight we just saw him in the ring. We didn't get him on the mic. We didn't get anything out of him. So, I hope he doesn't just get lost in the crowd.
Yeah, no, I agree. He's got to strike iron while it's hot, and they better keep doing that with him.
And look at All Out. If Mox has no competitors, what a great match Mox and Eddie can have.
Mm-hmm.
You could get personal there, which anytime anybody gets personal, we all get hooked.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Hook us in, guys.
Well, something that definitely didn't hook me in the night was the next segment backstage. Sanjay Dutt was trying to create an excuse for Jay Lethal, but he gets gets involved and doesn't want to talk about that. He wants to talk about the best friends. The three of the best friends appear. Chuck Taylor challenges them to a 6-man tag match. But then he recalls Sanjay doesn't work anymore. Sanjay loses his cool and agrees to the match, only to then regret it. I just thought that was all kind of corny.
It was too rushed. I mean, you don't immediately go, oh, yeah, we're going to do it. What did I do? I mean, you got to have a second of realization there.
I mean, it is cool that Sanjay's going to wrestle his first match, I think, in about 4 or 5 years. That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
but I don't know that the Lethal and Satnam Singh, it's just not hitting for me.
I'm not a Satnam Singh fan.
I want to see Lethal on Sunday. They're doing good work with that. So,
and when's the last time you saw Sanjay Dutt? Seriously,
4 or 5 years, I think it's been.
Was it with Jinder Mahal on WWE?
I'm gonna look it up. Sanjay.
I don't think he was with Jinder, was he?
Was he with Jinder?
His last match was against Jonathan Gresham in December 28, 2017 at Nova Pro.
So 5 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, it's been a while. So that will be cool seeing him back in the ring. But
yeah.
We then got Shivani, who called out Jungle Boy to the ring and didn't see this promo coming for Jungle Boy. I'm not going to lie to you. I was eating some ice cream at the time, about spit it out with the first line he said. I was like, I mean, TBS let him get away with some stuff tonight. Jungle Boy was pretty, I want to say quite vulgar, but
he was PG-13 for sure.
He was, TV-14 for sure. There's your TV-14 there, WWE fans. Jungle Boy calls Christian Cage some names, talking about Christian's been talking about his family, and now Christian's now the most relevant he's ever been in his career. But when he returned, Christian ran away. Cuts a pretty good promo. Talks about Christian's wife divorcing him. Tells her to give him a call, which I thought was a pretty good call back to Christian doing that about Jungle Boy's mom.
Yep.
It talks about how villains with turtlenecks in movies. Talks about Luchasaurus a little bit. And then he's going on to get real emotional, talking about his dad. We see Christian pop up. Christian pretty much says that Jungle Boy, next thing that he'll drape over him instead of his jacket will be a body bag, and he can cozy up beside his father. He claims Jungle Boy told him all of his secrets. Now he will prey on them. Feud's getting pretty good.
And can we acknowledge the fact that Christian Cage is wearing a turtleneck tonight?
Well, Jungle Boy had the leather coat on.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
A few things I did notice. Luchasaurus still has the black mask, black attire.
Still all black.
After the promo, it looked like he was staring Jungle Boy down right in the back of his head. I thought he was going to turn again. So
maybe he will.
Maybe that's just me being optimistic. I still think I like the Luchasaurus heel.
Hey,
better.
Real quick, who in the hell dresses Shivani? We had khaki pants, a maroon shirt,
Shivani,
blue tie. It's
gotta
not
be Lois. It's got to be Lois's wife. It's got to be Lois.
It's not 1989.
and he's still got the same haircut and the same earrings he had on when he started this whole thing.
Did he have earrings back in there?
Yes, he did.
At least he doesn't have the bleach blonde highlights that he had in his one appearance on TNA.
Oh my Lord, yeah.
You know what?
Wow.
The guy is awesome.
Oh, he's a legend.
I love Shivani, but
he's a legend. But
yeah.
And one thing I forgot to mention, I'm glad you brought up the announcing. JR was on the whole broadcast tonight.
Yeah, I know. Not just the last hour, but the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But maybe we're moving Tony off of commentary and JR back on. Who knows?
Maybe they're experimenting with something. But
yeah.
Then I really enjoyed this segment. It was Cutler Cam time. Young Bucks heard about the trio tournament, but they make it clear Brandon would never be their partner because Brandon was getting excited, thinking it was finally his chance. They end up walking into Hangman Page, who they wished each other happy birthday because today's Hangman's birthday. Cue the shirt here. And tomorrow's Nick Jackson's birthday. Matt says he's been wanting to talk to Hangman, but then the Dark Order appears and ruins the moment.
Yeah.
With some broccoli, not cake, because they ate it.
Throw it back to BTE.
It's coming. It's coming. It's just, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. There's so many directions they could go with this story.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think we're gonna see the Elite back together again, and it's gonna be the Undisputed Era versus the Elite.
Yep.
Or you could have Hangman and the Dark Order versus them too.
That's true.
Yeah.
Because right now Hangman has nothing going into All Out.
No, it's really he's in a weird spot as a guy who is just champion.
Yeah.
He is.
We haven't seen him, I don't know, in a while, have we?
Not in an actual match.
Yeah. Oh, that's what I meant. Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
No, it's been a while. I think he's had like one match since he dropped the title, maybe two.
Sounds right. Without looking it up.
so I could see Hangman and the Dark Order in that little trios thing for a while.
Yeah, I can see that.
I just want to see Hangman come down to the ring so he can get more nameplates for him. He always has the best entrance nameplates. I'm just saying.
Well, and another guy we haven't really talked about, part of the Dark Order, Colt Cabana's not part of the Dark Order anymore. He's ROH talent.
Yeah.
Right.
I figured when TK bought ROH, Cabana was going right back over.
Makes sense.
It does.
Yeah.
I'd even like to see him on commentary a little bit. Maybe he will be if they get that TV deal.
Yeah.
Cole's good on commentary. He
He's
really
very good.
is.
And he's one of those guys in the ring that a little bit of comedy with him.
Right.
Mhm.
Reminds me of Santino,
Yep.
back in the WWE. He can work though. I'll give him that. He can work, but his niche is a little bit of a comedy match.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's why he worked so well in the Dark Order.
Yeah.
We then got Tony Nese and Mark Sterling versus Swerve Strickland. There was no doubt about this match. Swerve gets the win. But after the match, we see Keith Lee's been taken out by Josh Woods. And Strickland looks on. Nese charges him from behind and attacks him. So I'm thinking Quake by the Lake, Tony Nese, Josh Woods against Keith Lee, Swerve Strickland. 2 weeks. That would make some sense.
I'm all for it.
I like to see Josh Woods on Dynamite. I really enjoyed him in ROH back in the day. So he wrestled for the Pure Championship in ROH, and it was good. Worked a lot with Silas Young, the last real man, and I like Silas Young a lot. So to see Josh Woods on Dynamite was encouraging.
Yeah, Fightful reported tonight he's on a tier contract right now, so he's not on a full-time deal, but he's been on a tier contract for about a month. So, yeah, I think he'll transition over really well.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah.
I'm guessing a lot of those guys that were on Death Before Dishonor are probably on tier contracts, if I had to guess.
Probably.
Probably.
Yeah. So, we then got a video package from the House of Black. I liked this a lot. It's Malachi talking to Miro, really trying to recruit Miro. That's how I portrayed it. And then we got Brody King talking about Darby Allin. He challenges Darby to a coffin match, which this would be correct me if I'm mistaken, the third coffin match already that we've seen. Ethan Page, Andrade, and
third or fourth, yeah.
Third or fourth, yeah. There was one really early on.
Yeah. I just can't remember who.
Were the first one, and then I know he had that one against Andrade.
I thought there was one before.
Yeah, I thought there was one before Ethan Page.
Was there?
Like really on early.
Or
really early on, yeah.
Oh, might have been, but I like it with the concept, that Darby's tattoo and everything. But this is a match I think we're getting too frequent.
Well, that and the whole getting attacked at Comic-Con out in San Diego.
You're right.
He got him out there. Second time, I don't know. I'm not a real big fan of this feud right now.
Yeah,
Which it goes back a couple weeks ago. I talked about the big versus little.
Right.
You know, Brody's a big dude.
I would love to see Buddy come back and get into a Darby.
Yeah. Okay. A little bit closer
Yeah.
to his size. Obviously, Buddy Matthews is more ripped and jacked.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know. I can't get any of these feuds like this. I'm sure once they have a match, Darby will do his thing, and it'll be entertaining.
It'll be good.
I'll be okay with it.
But I'm kind of with you. I haven't got into a Darby feud in quite a while.
Yeah, I know. It's been weird feuds for him.
But yeah, hopefully Buddy comes back soon. I know Rhea Ripley returned, so she's back from Australia. So I know he's doing some dates in Australia. So hopefully he'll be returning soon.
Yeah.
We then got the AEW Women's World Championship match. Thunder Rosa defended against Miyu.
Come on.
They said it many times on the telecast tonight. And I want to say it's Yamashita, but that's not how they pronounce it.
Hey, bless you.
Wait, okay. I gotta figure this out because it's like Takeshka. So I don't know. I don't know. I am so bad when it comes to pronunciation of names. I'm just botching this all over the place. Anyways, the woman's legit. This is the first time I'd seen her in the ring. She's really, really good.
She's good.
Thunder's really good. This was a fun match. Thunder ends up getting the win, hitting the Fire Thunder driver for the win. But very fun match. Still have no idea who her next challenger is going to be.
I love that Thunder went over to Japan 2 or 3 weeks ago, I think it was, and wrestled her, and she lost.
Right.
To promote this match. So I love that TKA can send a talent over somewhere and put the local talent over just to draw a bigger reaction tonight, which I loved it. Great match. Obviously, I kind of felt that Thunder was going over, but
right.
I mean, it was good.
Mm-hmm.
It worked out well.
Yeah.
Shows you how two promotions can work good together.
Yes, absolutely.
Really does.
Yeah.
Absolutely does.
Maybe it'll happen. There's been some changes in the world here lately.
Well, I'll get your thoughts. I'll get your thoughts on that in a little bit. Almost done wrapping up the show here.
Okay. We no more rabbit holes, Tanner.
Yeah. We'll behave.
We got the main event, a returning Bryan Danielson against Daniel Garcia. This was a hard-hitting, fun match, but I don't know about you guys. I like watching Bryan Danielson matches, but they make me very uncomfortable. I'm always nervous he's going to get legitimately hurt. It makes me uncomfortable all the time.
Well, listen, we've watched wrestling for a lot of years. We're old, okay?
Yeah.
I'm older than y'all, but anyway, we're old. When I text you guys, I hope this is a work, means that, shoot, something's not right. But I don't like the way they do that, where he takes a bump off the top rope and he's lethargic.
Yeah.
I don't like that angle. I really don't. I know he's okay. Obviously, watching the end of the match, he's okay.
Right, but it's still.
I don't want to play that angle.
With a guy with his history, it makes me very nervous.
I mean, the guy retired in a ring because of concussions.
Right.
You know,
right.
He got healthy and came back, but I don't know if I like that angle of I'm going to play my concussion history. You know, real life, kayfabe versus not kayfabe. I don't know if I like that, especially in the middle of a match.
Right. And when you text that, I'm like, well, they're letting it continue, so I'm thinking it's got to be. And then when he took the DDT, I'm like, okay, he definitely would be doing that if there was any question about it. So, but we did see Danielson get busted open. Like I forgot to mention, we saw Mox get busted open in the first match. Yeah. That's just a Blackpool Combat Club thing, and where everybody just gets busted open, and it's part of their stick.
Blood, more blood. It's TV14, baby.
They like color.
We saw a hand come up from under the ring apron to interfere and grab Danielson's leg. That ended up being Jake Hager. We found out after the match.
No, it was some ring talent. They were lost.
Okay. All right. It was Hornswoggle.
Yes.
Dylan Postel. But yeah, at the end of the match, I did not see this coming. Danielson got distracted, like I said. Garcia locked in the sharpshooter. Danielson ended up passing out.
Yeah, not how I saw that match.
No, I did not
at
think
all.
Danielson was going to lose his returning match.
No, but I can almost see Danielson coming back saying, I'm going to put some guy over.
Right.
Daniel Garcia is one of those guys that, I mean, I love it. He wears the shooter boots, and he's hard hitting. You know, he works strong style, I guess you could say. But, I mean, I love this match. I mean, it was better than the first match. I really liked the first match of the night with Mox, but it was
a good match. Yeah,
this is the match of the night.
Yeah, it went 18 minutes. It was a fun match. Like I said, had me on edge of my seat, but part of it was just because I'm always concerned about Danielson's health.
Yeah,
but no, Daniel Garcia is fun to watch. I mean, I liked what he did at post match against Wheeler Yuta at Death Before Dishonor, flipping off the ROH logo. That's just heel tactics. I thought that was really good.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'll see. We'll see if this is a push, because I'm glad he finally got a big win, because I felt like he was losing so much. It's hard to take his character real serious. But start pushing the JAS guys, get him some wins.
Yeah.
Do we see this start something between Danielson and Yuta?
How so?
Because Yuta was able to beat him, whereas Danielson couldn't.
Yeah, I mean, I can kind of see that. I see Yuta and Claudio now kind of focusing on something else.
I still think you got to pay off Eddie and Danielson a little bit.
But but we got, like I said, we got 5 weeks.
Yeah.
What a hell of a build we could get for Danielson Garcia 2 at All Out and just beat the living tar out of each other.
I'm also kind of thinking, assuming that Moxley defends it successfully against Jericho. Jericho's talked a lot of crap about Danielson. How about Jericho and Danielson at All Out?
Yeah.
Because you know Jericho's going to be in a big match.
I know Jericho's going to be in a big match, but athletic-wise,
oh sure,
tempo-wise, I'd rather see a Garcia Danielson go 30 minutes and just be, an extra 15 minutes of what we saw tonight. But
we're going to get Danielson Hager sometime on Dynamite before then, aren't we? Though.
I'm sure.
I don't want Hager on a pay-per-view, but
no. Let's do it at Quake at the Lake, if nothing else.
Yeah. And I mean, let's be honest, that card at All Out, it's going to be so super easy that I'm going to win. Tanner's not even going to come close.
And then I'm going to cash in and declare my rematch at the following Dynamite.
Ooh, yeah.
Taking down Dynamite's always risky.
Dynamite's tough.
Each their own.
It is.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe we could do a GCW card in October.
Yeah. Nope. Not doing it.
Champs picks.
Nope.
Picks. But one thing I forgot to mention about tonight's show, they announced that Dynamite's finally making its Canadian debut in October, going to Toronto. That's gonna sell out quick. Those fans have been dying to get a show up there.
Oh yeah.
Was it Toronto?
Yep, Toronto for Dynamite and Rampage. So good for them. I saw a lot of people on Twitter pretty hyped about that. A lot of Canadian fans. So.
Yep. Although, the one thing I got to say is if we're gonna keep JR on commentary, he's got to remember Rampage isn't on tomorrow night.
Yeah.
He said it like 2 or 3 times tonight that tomorrow night on Rampage, and it's like, no, it's Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're taping it tonight, JR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'll get there. He'll get there. Just
Yep.
give him a couple months.
He likes his Tito's. So
Well, in battle for the belts next week.
Is it?
I think it's next Friday and Saturday. I'm gonna look it up.
They didn't advertise it that way, did they?
They didn't even talk about it tonight.
I don't think they advertised it that way.
Battle for the belts. I love how we both go looking it up here.
Mm-hmm.
Who will find it faster? Battle of the Belts 3. August 5th.
That's next week.
Yeah, it is. August 5th.
And
6th. Yeah.
Well, there
In
you
Grand
go.
Rapids, Michigan.
Yep.
Wow. Wow. You're going to put your belt on the line?
Nope.
Starting to sound
Smart
like
man.
dinner now.
Smart
Not,
man.
not one match on the card that I know of.
Smart man.
You got a
Maybe-
week.
Maybe we'll get Wardlow on there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe. Overall ranking for tonight's show. Brawler, start us off.
Who's Brawler? He's not here anymore. I'll go with a 7.7. There was a lot of good things. There were a few points in the show where I just didn't really care what was going on. The Danhausen Ricky Starks thing was one of them, and it's not because either one of them are bad. I just knew how the match was going to go. But yeah,
7 strong.
I'm going 7.5, which is one of the higher ones I've gone with lately. Didn't care for like you said, the Ricky Starks thing. I love the debut of Hook, but quick match, whatever. Great main event, great start of the show. Just a little filler we needed some help on. And I'm never going to give a show over an 8 if I don't see FTR. I didn't see FTR tonight, so there you go.
you automatically get a 7-star rating if FTR's on there.
Oh, minimum. Minimum. But
I'm going 8-1.
wow.
I really enjoyed it, and I thought AEW needed a strong show. They've been getting a lot of criticism online.
Yeah.
I thought Tony was kind of like, I see your criticism. Watch this. I mean, in the first half, we got multiple championship matches. We got new championships announced coming. They played in this was second half, but they played in a little BTE segment there. Good women's match, good main event. My least favorite thing really was the Tony Nese match.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Just because he just doesn't do much for me, and the backstage angle was kind of weird and everything, but still, he even got a champion on TV there with Swerve. So, no, I thought it was pretty solid. I mean, there was a few things I didn't care for, but overall, I thought it was the best show they've had in about a month.
All right. I'll take it.
Who's your wrestler of the night? We'll start with the champ here.
My rest of the night, Daniel Garcia.
Good pick.
Yeah. Solid pick.
Hard to beat.
I'm going to go to the new FTW champion and go Hook.
I don't want to agree with either of you, but I mean, I was going to take Hook, but I knew Paul was going to do that. I'm going Jungle Boy.
Okay.
Even
All
though
right.
he didn't wrestle at all tonight, he cut a promo, and
Okay.
that guy has improved so much this past year on the mic.
Yes, he has.
And
He has.
He doesn't need Luchasaurus anymore.
No.
Like that's why I was liking Luchasaurus as a heel. Jungle Boy's a big enough star on his own. He can go off on his own.
Yeah.
I still think in the all black, I think we're going to get swerved again.
I hope. 'Cause
Yeah.
That was such a quick 3-week turn for nothing.
We'll get that halfway through, then hopefully we get Jungle Boy Christian at All Out, right? That's our goal.
Yeah.
And if Jungle Boy keeps talking like that on the mic, we're gonna have to stop calling him Jungle Boy.
Oh yeah, he's Jungle Man.
Did you see there was a sign that said Jungle Man or Jungle Adult?
Yeah.
There was a sign in the crowd tonight that said Jungle Man. Like he's not a boy anymore.
No,
Just call him Jungle Jack. There
Jungle
we
Jack
go.
would be fine, and I know JR has been trying to push for that for a while. So
Yeah.
So
Yep. Of course, he still uses the boy. It's Jungle Boy Jack Perry, but
yeah,
I think if we just call him Jungle Jack, it'll be just fine.
yeah,
We don't need the boy or the Perry.
yeah. That's true. It's true. But
So
fun show tonight. But I feel like we can't close off the podcast about talking about arguably the biggest wrestling story of our lifetime. I would say it's right up there with the WCW going out of business. That's WWE CEO Vincent Kidney McMahon retiring at the age of 77 on Friday, and
yeah,
don't think he's coming back.
I was actually at the Elkhart County 4-H Fair when you text me that, and luckily I had just turned the microphone off because my response would have gotten us in a lot of trouble.
The first thing I thought when I saw on Twitter, I thought he got hacked.
Yeah.
Because I didn't think the guy was ever going to go away till he died.
I think when the board says you've got to pay back $14.6 million, you don't have a choice but to retire. And honestly, I think there's a lot more to this story than we're going to get. And I wouldn't be surprised if it was more of a you're going to retire or you're going to be fired.
But look who took in charge.
Triple H.
And
Steph.
And Nick Khan.
Well, throw Nick Khan out of there.
I know. He and Stephanie are the co-CEOs, which is interesting because everything I read and hear, everybody backstage likes both of them, but I don't like when you have co-CEOs. There's going to be friction eventually. That's not going to work.
And you got Triple H and Stephanie, Triple H in creative.
And talent relations.
Yeah.
Which isn't a good mix.
Well,
he replaced Mr. Personality.
Vince never wanted to give that up. Never.
No.
Over his dead body, he was giving up creative. So you don't mean to tell me that, okay, we had Monday Night Raw. Here it is, Tuesday we had NXT. Now it's Wednesday. You don't mean to tell me he's sitting at Vince's house writing SmackDown as we talk?
Oh, yeah, I'm sure he is.
And my question to you guys, did you guys tune in at all Monday to see if anything changed?
No. I did.
Even though it was at MSG, I didn't.
I tuned in for the first few minutes. All right, just too quick for anything to change. I'm not watching this. Next. When the first match ended in a DQ, I'm like, changing this crap.
I had it on as background noise. I honestly was on my phone the entire time between Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. I can't tell you what happened. Apart from Rey Mysterio got jumped like 4 different times.
Hold on a second. You changed your name to the Blue Meanie.
Oh, really, Tanner?
That's been on there for like 15 minutes.
I stopped paying attention.
Yes, I love Blue Meanie.
I'm okay with Blue Meanie. He was great, so I'm okay with that.
Where's JBL when you need him?
All right, sorry. Go ahead. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Rey Mysterio got jumped like 4 different times by Finn Balor's group. Can't think of the name of it now.
Judgment Day.
Thank you. He got jumped like 4 times by Judgment Day. That's really all I could tell you about what happened. Miz and Logan Paul or Jake Paul or whichever one it is brawled. They talked about his genitals a lot. Typical stuff.
Roman Reigns did have a good one on Theory though.
Yes, he did.
Your daddy's not here anymore. That was pretty good. I got the crowd going pretty good.
There were a couple shots in that promo about Vince, but other than that.
But this will be telling like in that SummerSlam's this weekend. I used to never miss SummerSlam. I could care less. I'd rather watch Ric Flair's last match on Sunday than SummerSlam on Saturday.
Yeah, I will not be tuning in, so
I mean,
we're good there.
Well, you had Royal Rumble, SummerSlam, Survivor Series, WrestleMania.
Yep.
For years, those were staples.
Big four. Yep.
I'll never miss a Royal Rumble because I love them.
That's such a unique event. It's fun.
I love that, and I love WrestleMania.
I do too. Yep.
But Survivor Series, when they got away from the traditional Survivor Series, and now SummerSlam, I could give two you-know-whats. So
right there with you.
Yeah. No.
And especially with Cody Rhodes on the shelf, because if Cody's involved, I'm going to watch a Cody match because I'm still a big Cody fan. But with him out, I don't care that much.
And I'm going to watch Saturday, Ric Flair's last match. That card is stacked. Conrad is printing money. And I saw that Paige / Sarah, whatever her real name is, she's appearing at the StarCast for autographs, photos.
And
she did announce that today.
And I did see, I'm glad you brought her up. I did see a tweet she made. Britt Baker called her a dream match this week, and she said she'd love to face Britt someday.
Wow.
That'd be great.
Yeah.
Which she had a neck injury, right?
I think doctors have cleared her recently. I think. I could be wrong, but I think that's kind of.
Well, she got cleared one other time until Sasha Botch dropped her on her neck again.
Well, Sasha's
gone.
She took her golf ball and went home.
She could be. It'll be interesting to see if anybody comes back now that new people are in charge in WWE, but we'll see. I don't know. It's.
Yeah.
Now, if freaking Johnny Wrestling goes back to WWE, I'll be pissed.
I bet he does, though, Shep. With his relationship with HHH. Yep.
Him and H are tight, but
I don't know if you guys caught any busted open today. Tony kind of went off because he said he's amused at all these people on Twitter just assuming these AEW talents are going to go back to WWE. He said Cole's under contract till 2027. Malachi has 5 years left on his deal as well, because those were two guys right away that they know they're close with Triple H. They're like, oh, he's going to go. They're going to go back. Not for at least 5 years.
Yeah.
And Tony, I like Tony. He can get fired up in those
I can
press conferences, but like the one guy that I want to see in AEW is Gargano.
Mm-hmm.
I've loved that guy from the Indies before he even got into WWE / NXT. Just thought that guy was awesome. And I felt that at the start, NXT tried to bury him, and he just proved his way up. So wherever that guy debuts, could you imagine the pop he's going to get?
Yeah,
absolutely.
He's been smart not popping up anywhere yet.
Right. And if WWE brings him back, you better put him on Raw SmackDown. If you put him on NXT, you're an idiot.
Yep.
Yep.
It's the two WWE talents I'd love to see in AEW are Finn Balor and Ricochet. Those are two I'd love to see. I think they'd fit really well with the style AEW brings, but I don't know. I don't know if that'll happen.
Finn Balor's going to be a while. And if you bring Finn Balor back, you got to bring him back as Prince Devitt.
100%.
And bring him in with the Bucks and Omega with the / Bullet Club.
Yep.
All that stuff. So,
and I will say, I know Paul's a big fan of this guy, or at least I believe he is. That's why I'm asking this. Now, will Wyndham Rotunda, a.k.a. Bray Wyatt, do you think he's more likely to go back to WWE now that Vince is out of the picture?
I think so.
I do too.
I think, I mean, again, this investigation didn't just appear out of nowhere. It's been going on for a while. It's just finally made it to public knowledge. I think there's a lot of guys who started hearing about it once they left the company, and they just said, you know what, we're not going to go anywhere. We'll see where this goes. And I think he's one of them. Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
So back on how we started this conversation,
mm-hmm.
What's y'all's thought on Vince as a whole? Do we ever see him again, or did he ride off in the sunset?
I don't think we ever see him on WWE programming ever again.
He's riding off into the sunset.
Yep.
I mean, that's just all there is to it.
I mean, my opinion on Vince McMahon, pro wrestling wouldn't be what it is without him. Don't get me wrong, but he's a scumbag.
Right.
Always has been a scumbag. That's great. At one time, at least, great businessman. I mean, he was a
Yes.
creative genius at one time, but he didn't know when to walk away or to relinquish some of his duties.
Yeah.
I read the book Death of the Territories, and I mean Vince McMahon was Death of the Territories because he pushed his money around and did all that. You know, that book was a great knowledge of the territory history, but it made him look like a scumbag. Okay, but on a business side, it made him look like a genius.
Yeah.
But you get into the personal side with the women, dude's a scumbag.
Oh yeah, always has been.
Yep.
I've always said his stuff in the Attitude Era was more real than we ever thought.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, not that I don't know. It's kind of hard looking back. Like, I respect what he did for the business, but I don't respect the human being.
100% with you.
I don't know if that's. I'm trying to word that correctly, but yeah, as take him out of the wrestling business, not a fan.
Right.
Yep.
And by the way, why did you change your name to the Shockmaster?
Payback.
Oh, that was Paul?
Yeah, I keep forgetting he can. He
can edit stuff too.
He can do that with the names.
Yeah.
You have to take that privilege away.
Wow.
Wasn't
the Shockmaster like the biggest flop in WCW?
Yeah, he's the guy who burst through the wall terribly, dropped the helmet, put the helmet back on, and was never seen from again.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Kind of like Tanner's title reign.
That was a good one. It was
a good one.
Props to you. I'll give that to you.
Yeah.
But you're in the back of the line, Paul. Back of the line.
It's okay. After Labor Day, I'll be number one again.
Hey, cheers to All Out. Tanner, you better bring your A game.
I will. I've been waiting. You know, I was this close to Double or Nothing. Paul was like, I can't even fit it in the screen. But Paul gets it back at Forbidden Door, which wasn't just an AEW event. It was a co-AEW New Japan. Then he loses.
And I got my ass kicked.
Yeah, he did. But you get it back at ROH. So, you know, we're back to an AEW event again. So
I don't know.
I'm feeling good about it.
I mean, Tanner, you would have been a bigger man if you would have took me on this weekend, which I was willing to do.
You were. I thought about it and I declined because I think it's, at least in my opinion, one of the most unpredictable cards of the year. So didn't feel safe. I have no idea. I mean,
one of the greatest cards we've seen all year.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, unpredictable. And with having 5 companies involved, and can you imagine all the politics going on backstage of that event? And I know the whole thing is we're there to celebrate Rick.
Yeah.
Which to me, I mean, growing up, he's my GOAT.
And I know you've said that. What's your favorite Flair match of all time?
Oh shit, man! That Dusty Flair cage match, Starrcade 80 what? 89? Is that right?
I'm going to look right now.
Yep.
Man, it was awesome.
86.
86, sorry.
Mid-Atlantic Championship.
Yep.
Tanner's faster than I am.
Man,
Get used to it.
That match, I watched it actually. It came up on one of my Twitter feeds. I follow the Atlantic Wrestling Twitter feed or whatever, and I'm like, man, that was the best match ever. And I remember when Dusty won, the whole locker room came out, and he won on a schoolboy. It was a quick roll up. And the whole locker room came out, and Flair was not, and, you know, he was busted open because of his cage match, but like he let everybody come in, and you just watched Flair just go out the side, like you didn't see him. is so good, so damn good.
Hmm.
So,
Yep.
yeah, that's got to be my best Flair match.
Paul, do you have any?
I would agree with Shep on that. The two matches I think of most when I think of Flair are that one and his final match in WWE with HBK.
Mhm.
Two
Good one.
different points in his career, two great matches. I can't go wrong watching either one of them.
You think we'll see some type of finish this weekend like we saw with HBK? Where you see like the lethal injection, but before he does it, or after he does it, he says, "I'm sorry. Like, I love you." Kind of like Sean did.
If anything, with Lethal's history with Flair, he'll just start wooing at him. And I'd be perfectly okay with that.
Okay. I
If
agree
the
with
two
that.
have a woo off, I'm fine.
Yeah.
I still think we're getting Flair over Jarrett for the.
I
for the
agree.
pinfall.
Really?
Yeah.
But if Flair plays the business like he's supposed to, like he was taught in
I
the
know.
territory days,
I know.
you put your guy over before you leave the territory.
He can also push his son-in-law this way too, though.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't. You threw a joker in there.
I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. And when I think of Flair, I go 92 Royal Rumble.
Okay.
I mean, with a tear in his eye,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he wins the WWF title, and I still don't know how the WWF to this day screwed up the possibility of Hogan Flair at WrestleMania. Just blows my mind. They went with Sid instead. Just
Sid was awful.
in Macho
Wow.
Man against Flair, which was fine, but it wasn't.
No, Sid was awful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just yeah.
Sid Vicious was good for nothing.
He broke his ankle off the top.
Yeah. That
Of
was.
it.
Oh, yep.
Which was not fun to watch, but
No. Don't give him a pair of scissors either.
No.
Nope. So, any closing thoughts for tonight's Dynamite overall? WWE, Ric Flair's last match. Anything you guys want to say before I hit in broadcast?
I'll say I'm looking forward to the Saturday card. It's stacked. I probably will not be watching it.
I thought this was Sunday.
Is it Sunday?
Saturday. Sunday's SummerSlam, right?
Oh, I think you got them. The dates are on. Saturday, SummerSlam.
Oh, did I reverse them?
And 6:05, July 31st is Starcast.
Okay.
For Flair's last match.
All right. So either way, I unfortunately most likely will not be watching. But I'm looking forward to following along on Twitter and catching snippets because I know there's going to be clips posted all over the place. I'm sure I'll catch a rerun of it at some point. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to you losing it all out so I can get my belt back from Shep. That's all I got.
All right. I thought Dynamite tonight was a great solid show. Love the finish of the show. Love the start actually, but finish was even better. And then going this weekend with the Flair thing with Andrade, such good matches, like the dream matches, the Wolves and the Motor City Machine Guns. We got a AAA match.
MLW championships on the line. Junior Fox and Josh Alexander.
Impact going on. I just like I literally and you guys might laugh at me, but if you compare SummerSlam to this card,
SummerSlam's the loser, hands down.
Yeah, and I don't mean to be a jerk, but I mean, if you're going to pay $20, let's just say I think it's $29.95. If you're going to pay $30, what are you going to watch? I'm watching Ric Flair's last match for $30 over SummerSlam 99 out of 100 times.
Mm-hmm.
It's ridiculous, but I hope the card lives up to what they're promoting. Conrad's done a hell of a job.
Absolutely.
With they moved arenas.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they moved to a
the auditorium. Yeah, the auditorium instead of the Flair grounds.
Yeah. So we went from like 4,000 to 9,000 seats. Yeah. Like I hope the production value. I know Shivani's on the mic. I don't know who else. Do you know who else is on the mic, Tanner?
I'm gonna look it up real quick.
I know Shivani is for sure. But yeah. Like that to me, that's the excitement of the weekend.
Yeah.
David
I
Crockett.
agree.
Oh, David
Okay.
Crockett's going to be on the mic?
David, yep.
When he hadn't been on the mic in 20 years.
It's going to be a good one.
So, yeah.
The set's supposed to look just like the old days. 6:05 start time.
Which I love.
Yeah, I like that's why I like Conrad's podcast so much. The dude's a historian of pro wrestling, and he has so much respect for the history of pro wrestling. And just putting those little touches like that on the event caps it off for me.
Hell, Cornette can't even bitch about
it. That's saying something.
It's not over yet.
That's fine.
I was going to say, it's not over yet. Give him time. Give him time.
Yeah. So, but no, I don't have too much more to add. I mean, I'm looking forward to the show this weekend. I think I'm gonna buy it. I think. I mean, the way that with how they've promoted it. I mean, the 3 episodes just got me hooked. Because to be honest, before that, I wasn't really bought. And then after that first one, I'm like, that's some of the best things I've seen in the last decade. Right there, that little 20-minute episode. And Conrad's podcasts have been selling me a ticket too the last few weeks. So, not a ticket, but sell me a buy. And but good Dynamite tonight. Looking forward to next week's show. Rampage should be good. Next week should be good. So, off and rolling the All Out to where I can finally have the gold somewhere up here above my head somewhere.
Yeah.
The gold O in KOP is the closest you're going to have to anything gold in circular motions.
All right, brawler, wrap us up.
All right. Be sure to go like the Kicking Out podcast on all social media at Kicking Out Pod. If go listen to us wherever you listen to your podcast. If that happens to be Apple Podcast, be sure to give us that 5-star rating. We're not looking to be the best podcast. We just want to make it a little bit higher up the list, and maybe eventually we'll get to number 1. But right now, just get us in the top 100. And be sure to check out the KOP merchandise shops. We've got 2 of them. You can find them in the bio of all of our social medias. Go follow Tanner Lee on all social media at Tanner Lee 921. Go follow us 92.
You're 921.
I am. I'm trying to remember everybody's social.
You are jobbing the outro here. Come on.
Hey, nobody's social's up on the screen, so I've got to try to remember all 3 of ours plus KOP, which is very simple. That one's simple. Ours is harder. Chef's, yours is what? The Chef 27?
Pretty hard. Pretty hard.
See, I got that. Be sure to follow myself at Paul Zartman 921. There's the one for Tanner. And join us again next week as we kick out yet another podcast.